Cirno and her friend Daiyousei were hanging out around Hiroto's hill at night.
Are you sure this is okay?
Asked Daiyousei.
I'm sure this is fine,
Said Cirno reassuringly.
I'm going to start freezing the track. You grab the toboggan. If you say so,
replied Daiyousei. The next morning, the engines were getting ready. Cobol idled in the shed, waiting for his first order. "Come on, Cobol," said his driver. "We have to take a load of empties from the Moria Shrine Station." "Alrighty then," replied Cobol. "Be careful, Cobol," warned Ichihiro. "The fares may be up to their old tricks again." "I'll keep that in mind." When Cobol went to the Moria Shrine to pick up the trucks, Hiroto was there with the express. "I swear," he grumbled, "that hill is quite too cold for this season." "What do you mean?" asked Cobol from across the yard. "But I went over the hill." "Your hill?" joked Cobol. "Well, it doesn't matter. What matters is that there is frost on that hill, and I don't like it." Cobol then remembered. It must have been one of those fairies, he thought. The guard's whistle blew and Hiroto set off with his train. Cobol shunted the rest of the empty trucks and set off for his journey.
I don't like this, Cirno-chan,
Said Daiyousei.
Trains are starting to come over this hill. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Replied Cirno. Cirno knew that the engines would be experienced enough to handle the icy rails, but what she didn't know was that she laid too thick of a layer of ice to be safe. The ice was also much too smooth. If an engine needed to stop, it wouldn't. Cobol rolled up the hill on the other side from where Cirno was. "Alright, driver, careful." "I know," said his driver. After all, it was her profession to drive the locomotives. Cobol came up and over the summit and was heading down. The air became cold and his driver applied the brakes. Cobol didn't slow down. He skidded down the frosted rails. "Help! Help!" he cried. Daiyousei saw Cobol and the trucks rush down a hill.
I knew this was a bad idea.
She said.
Oh, relax. I'm sure he'll stop.
Cirno assured. Cobol didn't stop. He was picking up speed. His driver braced herself as at the bottom of the hill was a curve. It wasn't sharp, but at Cobol's speed, he was problematic. Cobol screeched down. He shut his eyes as he careened down the bend and jumped the rails. Cirno's face dropped.
Oh, shit!
But that wasn't the worst of her problems. Romelia Scarlet came, and when she heard that the track was iced over, she turned her attention to Cirno. "You baka!" she yelled.
I'm so sorry!
Sobbed Cirno. "You better be," growled the Scarlet Controller. Cirno began to cry. Romelia continued to bark at her about how railways aren't for playing. Later that afternoon, Cobol brought the trucks and rested on the siding. That's when Ichihiro peeped by. "I heard about Cirno," said Ichihiro. "Shame she has to clean out boiler sludge for a week." Cobol laughed. "From the way I heard, I guess the tomboyish daughter isn't too beloved right now." Ichihiro chuckled. "There's no one like Cirno." Cobol couldn't have agreed more.